All right, welcome to Sports on Breakfast Central. I am Favour Itua. We begin with stories from Morocco, where Moroccans in Rabat have expressed happiness that their national team, Portugal and Spain, will be joint hosts for the 2030 World Cup. Now, games will also be played in Uruguay, Argentina, and Paraguay as the footballing showpiece celebrates its centenary. FIFA announced, of course, on Wednesday. FIFA said in a statement that the matches in South America, one each in Montevideo, Buenos Aires and Asuncion, we are part of the celebration to mark 100 years since the first World Cup in Uruguay. The bulk of the games will be played in the three host countries. The announcement puts an end to competition between two major bids, one led by Spain and Portugal and the other from Argentina, Uruguay, Chile and Paraguay. All right, away from Morocco. Now, of course, to another country talking about the World Cup, where Saudi Arabia made the largest step in a campaign to turn the kingdom into a global sports powerhouse. They are currently bidding to host the 2034 World Cup and to deliver a world-class tournament, and will, of course, draw inspiration from Saudi Arabia's ongoing social and economic transformation and the country's deep-rooted passion for football. Saudi Arabia Football Federation said they are looking forward to this bid. News of the bid comes 1 year after neighboring Qatar hosted the first World Cup in the Middle East, where the Saudi national team scored a stunning group stage victory over eventual winners Argentina.
3 hours flying time between cities and stadiums. The 2034 World Cup is our invitation to the world to witness Saudi Arabia's development, experience its welcoming society.
All right, we'll wait to find out what happens, of course, with Saudi Arabia in this particular bid. The World Soccer Governing Body, FIFA, announced the increase in the number of teams that would take part in the 2024 Under-20 World Cup. The competition started in 2002 with Canada as the host country, and 16 countries took part. Then the United States beat the host in the final by a lone goal. Now, since the tournament has remained a 16-team competition, it is played every 2 years. Now, the World Apex Body held its Congress on Wednesday and agreed that the number of participating teams be increased to 24. The approved slot allocation will be as follows. AFC will have 4 slots, CAF 4 slots, CONCACAF will have 4, CONMEBOL will have 4, Oceanian Football Confederation will have 2, and UEFA will have 5, including host country, of course, Colombia, who has 1 slot. The competition will take place from 31st of August to 22nd of September 2024. Wait to see how African teams do well in this particular one. Don't forget, Nigeria will also be looking forward to qualify to the Under-20 Women's World Cup. And now straight to football in Europe. It was another unforgettable night in the UEFA Champions League as Newcastle United recorded a 4-1 win over Paris Saint-Germain on a famous night at St. James's Park to leave them top of Group F. Miguel Almiron gave Eddie Howe's side the dream start in the 17th minute. Local boy Dan Burn doubled Newcastle lead 6 minutes before the break. Another Geordie, Sean Longstaff, added further to PSG's humiliation in the second half. Lucas Hernandez scored a consolation when he headed in from Warren Zari's Emery-scooped pass before Fabian Schär sent the home fans into ecstasy once again with a sublime long-range effort a minute into stoppage time. Congratulations to Newcastle, indeed a dream start for them. And now to the EFL Championship. Leicester City reclaimed the championship summit after 2 second-half goals from Kieran Dewsbury-Hall, either side of Kelechi Iheanacho's strike, clinched a 3-0 win at home to promotion rivals Preston. The victory for the Foxes, ninth in 10 championship outings, lifted them back above Ipswich, who had moved the point clear on Tuesday by beating Hull City. Referee Thomas Brummel took charge of this one after initially choice. Darren England was stood down as a result of the fallout over his error as VAR in Liverpool's Premier League loss at Tottenham on Saturday. Interesting one for Kelechi Iheanacho and Wilfred Ndidish's Leicester City as they look forward to come back to the Premier League. And now to stories from tennis. Britain's Andy Murray suffered another early exit in the Chinese hardcourt swing after losing to Roman Safiullin in the Shanghai Masters first round. Former world number 1, Murray was beaten 6-3, 6-2 in a dominant display from Chengdu finalist Safiullin. The Russians secured early breaks in each set, with 36-year-old Murray becoming increasingly frustrated. It is Murray's second consecutive first-round defeat after losing at the China Open last week. All right, we'll wait to see what happens, of course, with Andy Murray going forward. He doesn't, want to give up at the moment and is looking forward to go all the way in the world of tennis. And now to wrap up sports update, we'll go straight to the world of golf, where the LPGA's next Thompson, Ellie Thompson, will play a men's PGA Tour event after receiving a sponsor's invitation. Thompson, who is 28 years of age, will make a debut playing alongside men at next week's China's Children Open in Las Vegas. The American, an 11-time winner on the LPGA Tour, will become the 7th woman to play in a PGA event. The current world number 25, Thompson, won her first and only major at the 2014 Kraft Nabisco Championship and finished tied 8th at the Walmart NW Arkansas Championship last week. Interesting one for Thompson, who will be competing with the men in the PGA, and we'll wait to see how she does or how she cope with the men in the world of golf. That wraps it up on Sports Update on Breakfast Central. We'll now go straight to Olive and Osaoge standing by.
I'm totally rooting for Lexi Thompson. Absolutely rooting for her. I can't wait to see, how she would cope, and not cope, how she would excel with the men.
At least we have gender equality this time.
I love it. No, it's not really equal yet, too, but I'm making progress.
No. I was also going to say that I feel like Manchester United needs to go watch Newcastle in training. This week, they shouldn't play. They should cancel their games this weekend. Just tell them to go and watch Newcastle train. Take lessons, go there with their lesson notes, with their pen and paper and pencil,
and sit down quietly
and watch Newcastle play. Because
I don't think it's beyond just having the players. I think it's about the character, the attitude. I mean, you can see that the players are really, really hungry to go all the way.
That's exactly what I'm saying. And aside, like you've said, I agree. Aside gameplay, Newcastle is playing the football of champions, actual football of champions. They would run through any team. And I don't think they're currently playing like they're scared of a Real Madrid or a Barcelona. Nobody. They would actually run through any team as it currently stands. Except maybe they're unlucky, or they lose their formation or lose their high spirits at some point in the game. But PSG were beaten, like they were kids yesterday. And it's shocking because the Newcastle players you can't even look at any name there and say, oh, this is a world-class superstar or anything. But these are just really hungry players. Team. Yes. It's almost the same way, Leicester City was, and I might be wrong. When they won the league, a couple of years ago.
It could be the slogan we always use in Nigeria.
It could be Arab money also.
Yeah, Arab money, and don't forget PSG also owned by the Arab guys.
Very
too.
true.
So Arab for Arab, one of them came on top.
But once again, Manchester United players need to go sit down quietly with their pen and paper and learn.
On this show that
Manchester
United will not be flogged.
They should be, because I've said it before that if a player is earning 250 or 350,000 pounds every week, there is a standard that he should be playing at. There's a demand that you should have of that player. I don't think a lot of Newcastle players are earning 300,000 pounds a week. So there's a standard that you should demand from such a player. It's embarrassing that this is what they pay those people, and look at what they're able to. It's embarrassing.
So let's give Manchester United a break. And what's happening?
But at the end of the day, quick advice: if you're a Manchester United fan, avoid your game. I mean, try to do other things. You can watch movies,
Osage has stopped watching Manchester United games completely.
No, I still struggle. I still watch the Galatasaray.
But it's important to note that a true fan will stay with the club through thick and thin.
Staying with the club doesn't mean you wouldn't call them idiots when they are playing like idiots. It's not. I mean, I would always criticize them until they do better.
Arsenal fans stayed with their team. They would even speak highly of them in the face of overwhelming doom.
You just sent straight bullet now to Arsenal fans.
I would never do that.
Thank you so much, Favour, for bringing us Breakfast Sports.
Thank you very much.